welcome to another episode of Happy Gardening. Today we're going to talk about peperomias. In front of me are just a few of the many types and variations of peperomia, but they all appreciate the same conditions when it comes to water and light. So let's jump on in. One of the first things I want to mention is that these are non-toxic plants, which means that if it's accidentally eaten by a child or a pet, they're going to be fine. So that's why they're one of our favorites. They're just very home friendly. They're going to want bright indirect light, and they want to dry out in between watering, so that typically with the right drainage means you're going to water them every 1 to 1.5 weeks. These guys also appreciate some humidity. I will say one note on that is if you have a variation that has a slightly thicker leaf, it can tolerate less humidity. Alright, so when it comes to pot size, these guys are way more comfortable in a tighter space, meaning that they really only need to be repotted every 2 to 3 years. And whenever you do repot them, I would say 2 inches max for repotting them into a new pot. Alright, so what is your plant trying to tell you if it has some wilting leaves? Wilting leaves are typically a sign of over or under watering. And so you're gonna wanna go ahead and if it's wilting, touch that soil. If it's wet, let it dry out for a while until you can tell that it's pretty dry soil. And if it is bone dry, go ahead and get water on it, and that one should perk up pretty instantly. So let's address another issue, which is leaf drop. If your plant is shedding leaves closer to the base, it's typically shedding old leaves to make new room and have more energy for that newer growth. So that's perfectly fine. Now, if it starts to lose leaves all over your plant, that's whenever it's a sign of a stressed out plant or one that's in conditions that it's not happy with. So one other reason for leaf drop would be that it's infested with pests. The main one you want to keep an eye out for is mealybug. So if you know that it has all the right conditions and it still seems to be stressed out, I would check all over on top of the leaf, under the leaf for mealybug. Alright, so that's all we have for you today with our peperomia. We hope that you enjoyed this Happy Gardening episode and that you enjoy your peperomia at home.